Hi everyone, I'm just finally checking in with you again. It's been a little while since I have, but I just got back from a little small trip um, with my mom on the Pacific uh, Northwest and up the Oregon and Washington coast and so forth. It was a trip that we had planned for over a year. Um, Part of the big changes and the announcements that I said I would be doing here. Um, um, but those of you who have been kind of paying attention on like my Facebook and um, Instagram and so forth, you may have noticed that our house is up uh, on the market to be sold. Um, there's some big changes there. After almost 25 years, it'll be 25 years this October, this coming October. Chris and I are actually getting divorced, and though we're sad about it, it is a mutual thing. I won't get into all the details. That's kind of uh, more personal than I really want to get on here. But anyway. So part of that change, we've known about this for uh, about a little over a year now. We've been doing it, but because of my dad being sick and so forth, we just kind of postponed a lot of stuff and delayed a lot of things that were going on. So anyhow, we'll be kind of reinventing and having a new life. And we're moving up to the Pacific Northwest, and I won't say exactly where yet because I'm not exactly sure where I'm going yet. Um, I know that we're both headed that direction. That's where we were planning on going anyway. Um, I have a few opportunities. I have a bunch of stuff going on, a bunch of projects and things going on. So that's where I'll be headed. So when my mom and I were there last week, we were looking at houses and cities and towns and deciding really where I wanted to plant my new roots down. I love California, but it's just getting to be kind of outrageous to live. And where I live now, it's dry and hot, and I miss the ocean. I'm a Southern California boy. I grew up in Santa Barbara, so I miss that water. My zodiac sign is Cancer, and so I'm water. Water is my healing, and so I kind of miss being around that. So I will be moving to the coast soon, and but it'll be up in Oregon or Washington. I'll let you know when that's been finalized. But so I wanted to talk to you. I mean, it's weird times as it's been this whole time, but we've been doing this for several months now, and we're approaching 100,000 people who have died from the coronavirus, and it's just tragic. It's sad. These are husbands and wives and mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters and uncles, aunts, cousins. It, it it doesn't discriminate. It's everybody. And there's so much stuff going on in the news. It's just sad. It's just sad. Um, just had a African American man that was essentially murdered on camera with a police officer with his knee to his neck, and bystanders and even the victim himself was saying he couldn't breathe, and it went on for over I think 7 to 10 minutes, something like that, and within 6, 7 minutes or something he was unconscious and he ended up dying. I mean, there's just got to be better ways we can do things. I mean, I understand, we need police and so forth, but my God, I mean, this is just crazy. And I feel horrible. I mean, this is 2020. we shouldn't be dealing with racism anymore. I mean, shouldn't we be over that by now? I mean, I look at Martin Luther King and people like that, and I'm just like, they'd be rolling in their graves right now. I mean, they probably are. I don't know, but you know, it's just crazy. Um, I don't know. It's just a strange place to be right now. Um, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But as I said last week, it was very strange traveling with coronavirus, um, lockdowns and so forth. We were really safe. We had a ritual, like we stayed at a couple hotels instead of going to a different hotel every night. So we kind of drove more than what we would have probably preferred to do. But we went in and we wiped everything down with, you know, bleach wipes and sprayed everything down with Lysol and took those extra precautions, and you know, kind of felt like a little strange doing that, but it's true. It's just like you just need to protect yourself, and it's not always about you personally, it's about other people too. So you know, we wore masks everywhere, and um, really limited our contact with people and so forth. But um, we just, you know, we're really, really, really careful. But it was beautiful, just beautiful. These are not my pictures back here. This is just a video I found on YouTube, but I took tons of pictures and videos, and my mom did too. And she posted some, and there's so many you haven't even seen yet. But we will in the future, and so forth. But it's been good. It's been a good. I got a commercial playing back there. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Let's skip it. There we go. Go back to the pretty stuff. Anyway, so one of the big announcements, I have several, aside from what I just announced on the personal end. People have asked, well, what have you been doing since, you know, you closed your boutiques down and so forth. I still do design work and so forth. It's been a little limited with the pandemic going on and so forth, but I've been working on projects that I've been working on for over a year now, and they're starting to come true. They were pushed back a little bit just because of the pandemic, but now that we kind of know what's going on, it'll be going. So at the end of June, coming up here, the first of many, many surprises will be happening. I have been working on a magazine. It is a life and home magazine with home decor ideas and renovations and food and home life, everything, especially since we've been around and been home. I'm sure a lot of people have noticed things. And being home, you start noticing, hey, you know, I kind of like that wall there, but I might want to paint it, you know, things like that. So, and it's also brought us together in terms of our families and what's important and the times we spend. So hopefully that's what it's done, being cooped up and so forth. So I was hoping to show you a copy of the magazine, but it is actually being printed now. So hopefully here in the next few weeks, I'll give you a glimpse, but it will be out at the end of June. It will come out 5 times a year, and it's been a baby passion of mine that I've been working on for a while. It's something I wanted to do for several years, and I finally have done it. So, so there'll be several ways you can actually buy a physical copy or subscriptions, and they don't expire, by the way, because the way we've put them together, they're kind of a premium upscale magazine. So the articles and items and the writers and so forth that we have it doesn't expire. So the stories and articles in there can be good, seasonal. It could be use. So it's great because it'll be available online as well for purchase for the physical copy or a digital copy. There'll be even a free version out there too, but that'll be later on. And they'll be available in exclusively in little boutiques and home decor shops that we choose, that the magazine chooses. So we're real happy about that because we can. So it's not going to be, you know, in Home Depot, for instance, or Walmart or anything like that. But you never know, maybe down the line. But right now, they're premium magazines that will be published, and they're environmental and so forth. We've really been working on it because the whole magazine industry has kind of changed a little. So we did that. This is a little longer post than I wanted to do, but hey, I can't help it. So that'll be going on. I can kind of show you. I think I'll do that. This is just a mock-up. This is not the real cover or anything, but it'll have articles that are food-based, you know, things like that, kid-friendly things you can do, stories about murals and art and all kinds of stuff. I don't want to give too much away of it. Home improvement ideas, things like that. That's all I'll show you because I don't want to get in trouble. But anyway, so that's that. So that's coming out, and like I said, I'll be moving in the next few months here and relocating there. And once I've done that, you'll see that. Well, this will happen anyway. I've got several websites coming to relaunch that has to do with all the things I'm doing, the design work and so forth. My actually the new website for my design company hopefully will be launched next week, and I'm launching later this late summer into fall, launching a baby and toddler kids line of merchandise that will be available online and in exclusive boutiques as well. And then I'll be launching my home collection of items for your home later on this year as well. This summer there'll be some podcasts that will be debuted and done. So, you know, I apologize that this is long because I know everybody's got stuff to do and so forth. I'm almost done. Yeah, so these are all projects I've been working on. The podcast will be there'll be a home decor one, and home life one. I'll have guests and things like that on, and just improving life, things like that. And then I'm going to start after years. Anybody who knows me personally, I have a huge music collection. I'm a big music person. I started out in the music industry, so I appreciate music really, you know, all kinds of music. So I'm going to be launching a series of podcasts about music and music appreciation and so forth. That'll be this summer as well, and I'm excited about that. So I'll be doing some podcasting stuff and stuff you can download and listen to on the way to work, and new stuff, old stuff, you know, different genres and stuff that you wouldn't even think of. I mean, I have so much stuff. It's insane. My digital collection of music is, I think you can go 180 days or something without repeating a song. So it's like 85,000 or something on there, and it's not even all of my music. It is all my music digitalized, and I've got records and everything I've collected for over the years. We got another commercial. That's how I know. That's how I know we're going really long here, but I promise you I'm almost done. So we have that, and you know, I'll share more stuff with you guys in the coming weeks as well, and I hopefully won't do these quite as long. But you know, I hope everyone's doing well. and my California people. I know it's kind of hard to travel around and stuff, but I'm going to try to see people before I move up to the Pacific Northwest and get really busy. But we'll see how I can do that and when and all that kind of stuff. But we're still going to be doing a memorial for my dad at some point here too. It's still, make choices out there, make wise ones that work for you. At the end of the day, government and people can tell you what you should do and so forth, but at the end of the day, it comes down to what you're comfortable with and what you'll live with. So just make the choices that work best for you. But in the meantime, I shared quite a bit of news there for you, and those of you who are worrying about me as personal and divorce and so forth, I'm good. We're okay. Chris and I are still friends. Get along just fine. This was a mutual thing. It was, something that just happened, and it happens. Still care and love each other and so forth, but it's just time, and maybe we'll share more about it later in down the line. But right now, that's really all. But I appreciate the kind words and the thoughts and the wishes and so forth. And the blessings that it is that I have all of you around, and I hope that you and yours are all doing safe right now. And I hope that through this pandemic, you've learned some things about you and your families, and you do what is good for you, and dream, and maybe it's time to not do the normal thing anymore and do what your heart wants, and fulfill the dreams that you've had. The only way they get done is if you work for them and you do them. So that's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, guys, have a great day. I'm sorry this is as long as it is, but hopefully you'll listen to it and watch it and all that. At least there's some pretty stuff to look at too besides this. But anyway, have a great day, guys. Love and hugs to all of you, and God bless. Stay safe.